National Wildlife Refuges are the largest system of federally protected lands. There are over 500 refuges in the country that are exclusively used for conservation purposes.
Part of our mission for the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service is to work with others to conserve, protect, and enhance wildlife, fish, plants, and their habitats for the continuing benefit of the American people.
So the National Wildlife Refuge Association is the nonprofit counterpart of U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, and specifically of the refuge system. And I think that a lot of people don't recognize how important it is to do this community outreach work, because if you want the stewards of the land of the future, you have to be connecting with all kinds of communities, not just the kinds of people that you think would want to come on this land.
You know, we have our scientists, we have our biologists, we have even down to our administrative specialists, our communication specialists. We're all working towards the same goal with protecting our natural resources, working for the wildlife, protecting that habitat, and enhancing it.
So teenagers to me are one of the most important groups, because to get them interested young, I think, and at just the starting point of their academic lives and their careers, it's like these kids can make a life for themselves and also really help guide our world in the right direction.
So we in the swamp right now. As you guys can see, this not regular. I don't do this. This is my first time ever doing this.
So as you guys can see, we're walking through the marsh right now, man.
The camp? Oh yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
They're gonna be my first time actually going to a summer camp that isn't like just chilling in my hometown.
Yeah.
Like actually getting out of South Bay, so I'm actually excited for this. I read the activities of what we're gonna do, and it made me want to for the day to come faster. I'm not even gonna lie.
That would be overcoming my fear during this camp. And then I would say I'm kind of glad to do it, but like being in mud and everything, that's not my thing. That's not my sword. That's not my cup of tea. I'm not into stuff like this because, like I said, I'm girly. I'm not a tomboy. I wouldn't see myself like walking through mud. That alone, it's like yuck. It's an ick. It's an ick for me.
National Wildlife Refuge Association does advocacy work on behalf of the National Wildlife Refuge System. And when National Wildlife Refuges started realizing, hey, we have a lot of land near dense urban areas, they came up with this urban wildlife refuge program. And so they designated urban wildlife refuges. And those are refuges that are within 25 miles of a dense urban area, defined as 250,000 people or more.
And that's part of why Loxahatchee is a really special place, because it is one of the priority national wildlife refuges that is considered an urban refuge, and we're really intentional about the communities that we're working with. So that's part of why, at least here at Loxahatchee, we've identified the Glades community as, you know, one of those places that we really want to do not just outreach, but full-on engagement. So what are ways that we can engage with under-resourced communities that have been excluded?
Yeah, sure. You want me to throw you one?
Yeah, throw me one.
These students are from a place where they're already connected to the land. They know the land.
The one in the pack, the 3-pack.
This one?
Yeah.
I got you. I'm more interested in the marine life anyway, so this is actually one of my pastimes. So, and what I'm planning to do in my time is go to college to get my majors in marine biology. So I can become a marine biologist, so I can study like the coral, the marine life, how to protect it, and ooh, you got it?
The Glades is a great place to hunt. It's a great place to fish. Great place to go rabbit hunting. It's a nice, tight-knit family environment. I think the best place to go and to see the lake is at Pahokee Marina. When you see that lake over Pahokee, and you feel that breeze, it's like God talking to you. It's so beautiful. And it's a great place to eat. I'm not gonna lie. If you want you some good Jamaican food, Bahamian food, Haitian food, Mexican food, go to the Glades. It's worth the trip. Belle Glade, South Bay, Pahokee has so many great opportunities, but it still needs some changes to happen.
I would want to stop the violence, like any type of violence.
It's a small town like Romeo said, but it was like a lot of like gun violence and stuff out there, you know. And sometimes I would be like, you know, a little worried sometimes, but usually I grew up. Over time, I grew over that fear and stuff like that. So
I just don't want to be in Belgrade because you have gun violence, you have people robbing places with firearm, you have people carrying firearm in their car and everything without them being licensed, or they're using it for the wrong thing. Like you have kids killing kids, and that's in Belgrade, that's in Pahokee, that's in South Bay, that's really anywhere you go. It's sad. It's really sad what this community has came to.
But we have a lot of hope and a lot of kids. We're very tight knit, and our families out there, they just want to have a better chance at life.
one of my old friends that I used to hang around with, he was involved in a shooting, like a drive-by shooting, and I thought he had got killed, but luckily the bullet missed his head by a second, and you know, and stuff like that. It just alerted me, like, you know, that I don't want to be around that type of environment. So that's why, you know, to keep me from being in that type of stuff, like I do stuff like this and fish like that.
Just one hit.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think I hit his body.
That was a guard.
Wait, if the guards are out, oh, I know what's out now.
It started out like big idea, then we went refining it and refining it.
I'm feeling great. We finally got to merge this gap. We've been waiting and planning and waiting and planning. Feeling great that we finally got the students to come to the Conservation Ranger Camp.
All right, everybody, let's sit down and let's get started. So welcome to the Arthur R. Marshall Loxahatchee National Wildlife Refuge.
And we actually have in the back, and we'll give those to you all in a bit, we made these really cool swag bags of really cool, it's a whole bunch of different stuff. So, and that's got bug spray, sunscreen, fishing tackle kits.
So we got the flash, stay hydrated. We got some plies. You know, we got some sunscreen. We got the waterproof bag.
So we have a week long of fun-filled activities. The first day we're going to be doing our outdoor recreation day. So that's going to be the fun stuff. You know, we're taking them on a fishing charter in the refuge, which is a super special experience because, you know, currently the refuge doesn't offer fishing boat experiences.
Got him.
Two fishes over
Nice and easy.
here.
Nice and easy, nice and easy, nice and easy.
Wait.
Nothing on that side? Nope. All right, we're gonna go.
Yes. Now this hand is gonna open this, just like that. Okay? Now you're gonna go like this, and then as you swing the rod forward, you're gonna let go of this finger so the line is free. Like right now, your finger is holding that line. Beautiful. Excellent job. Excellent job.
Ain't catch nothing yet, but almost
Had one, dude.
It caught it.
Yeah, you had one. It took it from you.
I almost got it. It felt like a big one too.
There you go, real. Yep, you got a fish. Yes, you do. Nice and easy. Hold on, stop.
It won't let go.
It's not supposed to let go.
Ah!
Whoa.
Real.
How do you reel this in like that?
Caught a bass.
I got a fish!
Give me a high five. Got a bass.
Can I take a picture?
Of course you can.
Wait, I'm not touching it though. Oh, fish! Kill it.
Kill it.
You gonna let it go?
You wanna
No.
hold it?
No.
I'll stand next to you with it.
No.
For the camera.
No. You guys, I caught a fish. If you can see.
Good job. Awesome job.
So what do we do with them?
See?
Well, we just bust his right out.
Wait, go ahead, you're good.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
You don't gotta hold it. Just touch the teeth right there. Feel it so you know how the teeth are. You want me to hold it?
Even though I didn't catch nothing, the person on the boat actually helped me discover new species.
How many fish did you caught, Roman?
I have 3 siblings, Jose, Nikolai, and I got a baby brother at the house. We're actually called the Brown Boys because all of our last name is Brown, and everybody in the Glades known us as the Brown Boys.
Jordan?
Too many.
Wait, too many. That's a lie. She ain't catch nothing.
Yeah, yes I did.
She caught one.
No, I didn't.
And it peed on her.
No, now why'd you lie?
Already from the get-go, they're asking, can we go fishing more this week? So I'm feeling good about it, and I'm really happy that they have come with so much enthusiasm.
Hi, my name is Brianna, but you can call me Brianna for short. I am nervous about the snakes and hunting, but I'm also excited to learn different things and how to adapt to my environment.
Good release. No, I'm serious.
Feisty.
It brings that balance back to all the hustle and the bustle. Ride through traffic. Like, listen to that. You can't hear that when you over there in that highway. You can't hear that. No, you can't hear those crickets and birds when you got all that going on. Cause that right there, those sounds help calm your spirit down. Those sounds help you reconnect with nature. And I think that partnership is helping us reconnect with where we came from, what we need to be a part of. And I honestly believe there's something that needs to continue.
I got something to say. Next time I go fish, next time me and Yabriana go fishing, I'm gonna make sure I get some fish.
We're having people from the Port of Miami come in. They're wildlife inspectors. They're bringing with them a wildlife special agent, so somebody that goes undercover and gets these poachers.
Around, but try to hide sometimes what looks like a regular boot, and you've got a crocodile skin boot underneath. All of this is for money.
We went out, we cut it open. Oh yes, there's a full-size jaguar skin.
So when you're co-designing something, you are working with the community that you're trying to, work with, but actually in an open dialogue, right? You're not creating this and saying, this is what we made for you, you're welcome. You're saying, okay, how can we have a dialogue? How can we have a conversation?
They're actually seahorses?
This is what we can offer. What would you like us to offer? Is there anything that you're particularly interested in? So we always knew we wanted to do law enforcement because the kids told us they were interested in that. And we wanted to do outdoor recreation and really focus on fishing because we also knew the kids like fishing. We also knew we wanted to talk about hunting because hunting's a big part of what they do out in the glades. So the schedule was informed by what the kids were interested in and also what we thought would be interesting, to show them.
Hello guys, my name's Amari. Yo, my name is Seth Williams, and we at the National Wildlife Refuge in Loxahatchee. We started on Monday, but it's been good. So far, we done learned a lot of things. We learned how to fish better. Way better. We found out, what we found out? Oh, we found about some frogs. A lot of frogs. A lot of new frogs. I really feel like I do this for a living.
I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, you could. Capturing frogs. So we've got the frog in the bag, and we cut little holes in the bag just so that there's ventilation, so that they can breathe while we're transporting them. Mm-hmm. When they get to a certain size, Cuban tree frogs will kind of eat anything that fits in their mouth, and the native frogs will eventually fit in their mouth. So they'll eat the native frogs, and they can outcompete our native frogs.
So he's a pretty, he or she's a pretty big fella, and is trying to play dad.
So basically we'll be catching invasive species of frogs that eats the native species of frogs, checking them, massaging them, and bagging them, taking them back to the facility to basically kill them humanely.
Yeah, and it was 5.5 inches. That's the length, and it's hot.
I caught the biggest frog.
Oh, butterflies. It's one on that leaf. It was the same one in my hand. Yeah, see them over here fluttering?
Interesting.
This here is the pack for the pack test. It's 45 pounds. So we're gonna have some guest speakers come talk about the fire program with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service.
Collateral duty, that's me. So I don't do fire every day as my job.
I do it as needed.
I need hands-on learning. I don't like just people telling me and then just leaving me by myself. I need somebody to teach me through the steps, and that's what they've done. They don't just say something and they move on. No, they actually walk you through the steps. They let you get engaged.
That's the fire shelter. Then y'all are gonna do this too, so I hope you're paying attention.
All right, fire's coming to player shelter.
I just finished high school and I'll be in college next fall. I feel excited, but I'm also scared to take that next step into like adulthood. Cause like I've always been, cause this might be the first time I'll be without my brothers. And that scares me cause I'm always like the glue to the family. So my brothers always depend on me and I depend on my brothers. But it also excites me because that means I'll be one step closer to my dreams. And I can't wait for it. But leaving Mr. Blake behind, because he's been my mentor for as long as I've been at Crossroads, it's gonna be hard not seeing him, because he's always been there for my family. I was there for his first program when it first started, which was Stand Firm Outreach. I was one of the first members there. Back then, we usually just talk about our feelings, what it's like to be a man, how to express yourself. It's been nice knowing that I have somebody out there that aside from family that will put in the time and effort to teach somebody like me.
Stand Firm Outreach, and it's out in the Glades, and we actually been helping service our community and our youth who are at risk. We've been helping service them for the past 3 years.
Back then, before I went to Crossroads, I was in a hard time. Me and Jose being dumb kids, we picked fights. We were like, not bad kids, but we weren't the best students otherwise. We ended up actually getting expelled from Glade Central. And they wanted to expose us from, they get an expulsion from all schools. But our mom fought for us. We actually got to go to Crossroads instead, an alternative school. And the people there actually took us in. They treated us as their second son.
As a kid and as an educator, I understand the importance of who you put your children around. I was in the Montessori program, 4th grade. Got into a little, I believe, a fight. I was sitting there trying to do my math work. Kid was eating the carrots and throwing them at me. I ended up getting in the fight, ended up getting in trouble. But instead of them looking at the gift that was inside of me, they tried to put that thumb on me. And I have to say this, certain school systems were designed for students to be the pipeline to the prison system. And they was trying to make me a victim of that. That I understand that now, because they was trying to pinpoint me. But my mom and dad, they stood firm on what they believed in. They said, no, you're not gonna do my son like this. Crossroads Academy, I call it the school of second chances. We have a phenomenal principal who is very vested in her students and in her community.
I went to Crossroads Academy with bad grades, a low GPA. I was skipping school at my previous high school. I got kicked out, like I said, and I bettered myself being at Crossroads Academy. I started to receive good grades. I ended my 11th grade year with straight A's and 2 B's and a 3.2 GPA. I got 20.5 credits, and I just need 3.5 more to graduate. But I want to acknowledge Mr. Curry, Mr. Leon, and Ms. Baker, and Dr. Howard. They all been there for me while I was at my lowest times at school. I had a couple breakdowns at school, and they were there because they helped me through problems I thought I couldn't get through. And also a thanks to my parents also. I'm very grateful for them. And I will be ending high school completely in May of next year.
Okay. Where y'all walking to? Yeah. We keep walking.
We don't close no doors and no opportunities for students. We want them to get everything they get until they get to that age of being grown. And there's this thing I like to use, it's their tool bag. We want to use the refuge as another part of their tool to put in their tool bag for life.
You ready though?
All right, range is hot.
You go first.
Sometimes archery is kind of like, that doesn't seem like super relevant to, wildlife or a national wildlife refuge. Nice. But we do have an archery hunt. People, will use bow and arrow to go hunting. Yeah, exactly. It's also a really cool sport. You feel really cool when you're doing it too. So it's also kind of that sense of empowerment. One of the students, Nikolai, he was so excited that he got the most points on the target yesterday. And he was knocking it out of the park. He was doing really good. Last round, anyone else? Me.
Nobody has come close to my score yet. The closest we've got was a 32, was a 37. I had 2 on the bullseyes, and then I had 2 yellows, 2 reds, and then 1 blue.
Thursday is our coastal day, so we're going to be taking them up to our sister refuge, which is Hope Sound National Wildlife Refuge. They're going to do in the morning a sea turtle walk.
The loggerhead started nesting about a month ago.
So they'll get to go to the beach and learn from the biologist up there about sea turtles. And they'll get to look also at the scrub habitat. So they're going to get to see a different habitat that day.
And it's important because there are a lot of species that can only be found in the scrub habitat. An example of one of those is gopher tortoises.
And then after that, we're going to be going out to Bush Wildlife Sanctuary, which is one of the rehabilitators.
Where they're going to get to have animal encounters, and they're going to get to see what it's like to work at a sanctuary where they actually take care of the animals that can't be reintroduced into the habitat or that might in the future, need help for a while.
His name is Flotsam. He was hit by a car and also hurt his wing. So he is similar to Phoebe, where he is a migratory bird and cannot fly anymore properly. Therefore, he cannot migrate. So you can imagine that is why he has to hang out here with us at our sanctuary.
We've realized that, in order to protect these natural resources and protect the wildlife, we have to have the people on board in support of wildlife conservation. And so how can we motivate young people to want to even try to fight this fight that seems almost like a losing battle? I have found that some of the most important experiences really comes from those small, very intimate moments that you have with nature.
I had a thing for bugs since I was little. I always catch butterflies, as you've seen me do during the entire week.
He just went that way.
And I don't know, it just fascinates me about how such a little animal can contribute to the world.
Feel fun.
And how their ecosystem is so much different and vast from ours.
Okay.
Take a bait.
Be patient, guys. You have to be really patient with those fishes. You hold it.
We gonna see some animals now. We gonna see some animals now. You see short stuff right here. She don't know how to swim, so I gotta hold her.
The kids really suffered over the time during COVID. The kids was really stuck, they were isolated, they had this fear. So this was a good experience for them to see something different versus just being home, being on phones, making TikTok videos, for them to say, hey, you know what? Maybe I should put my phone down, maybe I need to go take a walk around the glades. Or hey, I might wanna go fishing now since I got a fishing license.
I think I've learned that, because I'm not really a people person, I really like to stay cooped up in my room. So when I came out here and I got to meet everybody, I found out that if I actually try and apply myself, that I can actually really enjoy being around people, being around the animals, talking with everybody, getting to learn with everybody, get to experience their passions. And Nikolai, I think he's actually grown, because he, as somebody with autism, he's not really good with loud sounds. He's not good with listening to people. He doesn't like interaction that much. But throughout the week with everybody here, he's been having more. I have never seen him more happy. And as an older brother, I'm proud of that.
I've learned that that I could keep an open mind to like new things, try new things, and not always be picky because, and not be like closed-minded because I didn't know I was gonna be doing what I was gonna be doing this week. Like I knew I was gonna be slogging, but I didn't know I was actually gonna push myself to go in it, and I did.
I'm here to save you.
It's really important to me that we continue to sustain this relationship with the students because I don't want it to just be a one and done, check the box.
I hope we continue to grow this and into a program that can offer more and for more students.
There's not enough programs to me because there are kids that are losing their lives. When I walked in the local mortuaries and I saw kids that I called son, I gave hugs to, I loved them. When I saw them laying there dead, it's not enough. It got to be more than Stanford Outreach. It has to be more. I think we need to have an abundance of more programs versus less. Because I don't care if that program is only servicing one child. Guess what? That's one less child that can be turned over to the streets. That's one less child that can be turned over to possibly getting into gang violence or gang activity.
We did it. You did it. But thank you, Mr. Blake, for like asking me if I wanted to be a part of this. I would never thought a day in my life I would be finna walk into a swamp. Like that's outrageous. I never seen myself doing that.
I'll be going to Palm Beach State College for like 2 years, and then I'll transfer over to FIU for my marine biology degree.
Yes, I'm gonna go to Palm Beach State and complete at least 2 years for their education course and then attend a university.
Nice.
Get my degree in education and become a teacher and then eventually work my way up to becoming the superintendent of Palm Beach County School District.
Oh, you're great,
Good luck. Yes, you will.
That's what I'm talking about. My father and my mother, they believed in the village. You can't just have one person saying, I'm the person. I think Belglade, South Bay, Pahokee, every organization, we got our own little garden, and we need to just focus on watering our own garden, and then we have one big, beautiful Eden. We have one big, beautiful garden, but we got to focus on, if your mission is media, your mission is ministry, my mission is youth, your mission is feeding. Put it together. I guess U.S. Fish and Wildlife, it just got added to the melting pot, making that good soup.